Pennsylvania continues to be a breeding ground for ticks that carry Lyme disease. But what was once thought of as a summertime problem is now a concern year-round.
And Channel 11's Jillian Hartman, she has the devastating impact that it's having on some local families.
Trevor Kadich was an active 15-year-old who loved sports when he was diagnosed with Lyme disease.
The disease is it's like a mental fog that sets in. I was a straight A student, and after I got it, my grades started tanking too. It was really hard to keep up. I mean, everything I knew in my life flipped upside down.
More than 12 years later, Kadich still has side effects, like a baseline tremor in his hands. Jeff Covelli's son Alex was a high school runner until he developed Lyme disease.
He went from a 150-pound cross-country athlete down to 94 pounds, where he could barely stand up. Went from running 10 miles a day to not being able to walk 10 feet without a walker, because you had a perfectly healthy child in front of you that was now could barely walk 10 steps.
Lyme disease impacted Alex's heart. Left untreated, Lyme disease can be serious, a big health problem transmitted to humans by a tiny insect, the black-legged tick. Dr. Rasha Abdumasi is an infectious disease specialist for Allegheny Health Network. She and her colleagues now diagnose and treat patients with the disease year-round.
It's mostly because of the weather changing and people being able to do more outdoor activities in November and December, when before that we did not used to do that at that time of the year.
Dr. Abdumasi says most patients don't realize you can get sick in the fall and winter, and many don't realize you don't have to be in the deep woods to come in contact with infected ticks.
Almost 50% of patients, they don't report being hiking or biking in any area, they're just in their backyard.
Most people recognize the bullseye rash that can develop after a tick bite, but sometimes the rash is subtle or there's no rash at all. That's why doctors warn people to check for ticks in hard-to-see spots, like behind the knees or on the back of your legs. If you find one, remove it carefully with a tweezer. Covelli said Alex is now 30 and is doing a lot better. Trevor Kadich says his experience with Lyme disease inspired him to enter the healthcare field. Both very aware that diagnosis and early treatment are the best way to fight the disease. I'm Jillian Hartman for Channel 11 News.